Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Bonkekook here, aka your lonely achievement guide. Continuing our achievement guide slash walkthrough of Lawn Mowing Simulator. We got a couple of little extra videos detailing specific achievements, and today's achievement is the Size Isn't Everything achievement for 20 Gs. Complete a career contract with a deck 50 centimeters smaller than the recommended size. There are quite a few contracts that have deck sizes that are 150. Now you'll see here when we go into a contract, right next to where the vehicle is, so you see the Skag Patriot 52 and the check mark there to the right is the recommended deck width. You need to find a deck width, recommended deck width that is 150. If you go into the shop and go along all of the mowers here, you'll see the Stiga has an 84 centimeter deck width and the Knight has a 98 centimeter deck width. Every other mower is over 100, and to my knowledge there is not a contract that recommends a deck more than 150 centimeters. Which means you have to use the Knight or the Stiga to do one of these 150 centimeter contracts. Unfortunately, most of the 150 centimeter contracts are massive. The one I tried in our the achievement walkthrough video that I did detailing the entire career was the orchard at Adams Apple Company, and that took me an hour and 20 minutes. It's recommended at like 40 some minutes, but because we're using such a small deck, it's going to take forever to cut. So this right here, the rear garden at Rowley Manor, you have to wait for this contract to show up because it does show up in different versions. Sometimes it's a striping contract, and if it's a striping contract, it won't work. You need to have the regular mowing contract. And when you jump in here, you'll see the recommended deck width is 150 centimeters, but the recommended cut time is only 12 minutes. This is the perfect contract to get your achievement on. So what we're going to do is, as always, we're going to choose our regular player, and when we go into our mower, we're going to choose the Knight OFS1, so make sure you either have purchased one or you part exchange to this mower so that you can use it. It is the best one to get this achievement done. We're going to select that. I'm currently in a place where I have employees, but we're not going to assign them this week. We're just focusing on showing you this achievement. So we'll go ahead and jump in. As you can see, if you haven't used this lawn before, it is very easy to cut. So not a lot of crazy obstacles to have to deal with. It's not very long or wide or difficult. There aren't a ton of trees in the middle of it. Most of the orchards, while they are a 150 centimeter recommended deck width, are very much more complicated. I'm not going to say they're very difficult, but if you don't have the right mower for those orchards, you can, as you saw in the career video, it took me an hour and a half to do one contract because I tried to do it too early. So, and we cannot find this last item. There it is. So we're just going to run back over and do all the usual things. We'll jump on, start the engine, increase the throttle. I like to mow in first-person mode. Obviously, that is up to you, but I prefer mowing in first-person mode. And then the last thing you need to check is what the deck height needs to be, or the cut height. So you need 5.5 centimeters, excuse me. So we're going to drop that down. Some of the mowers don't do exactly the maximum height that you need. So when it says between 450 and 550, this mower only goes to 5. We're going to start the blades and just start cutting. Now this is going to be probably longer than the 12 minutes it recommended because we are using such a small deck. But it's going to be significantly shorter than doing any other of the 150 recommended deck width contracts. So this is also an excellent level to try to get through without any penalties or fines, and you could attempt this at this point right now, although I recommend waiting until you have the Toro motor, which is the Toro 3300, because you'll be able to get this contract done in like 6 minutes and still be able to avoid penalties and fines. So feel free to go for the penalties and fines on any achievement or on any contract if you want, but I do have a specific guide that will be going up for that achievement as well. So as you can see, we're going to be here for a while, but again, we're not going to be here for an hour and a half, which is the other contract that I had shown off getting this achievement in. The other level that might be, what that is an option, I suppose, is the, I think it's just the orchard at the Orchard Company, I believe is the contract. And that one, I think, has a recommended time of like 21 minutes or something like that. It's relatively short for an orchard, but it did have I believe had a 150 recommended deck width. So that would be another option if this contract isn't showing up for you. But the orchard would probably run you about 40 to 50 minutes, where this is probably going to run us about 20. So you can already tell how much quicker this one's going to be. And I'm going to go a little quiet here. There's not much else to say. And I'm back. As you can see in the upper right hand corner, ladies and gents, contract is complete at about 14 minutes. You can turn off your mower blades, lift up your deck if you'd like, and we're going to return up. If you've mowed perfectly, you can back onto the trailer, and you may have a shot to get the no penalties and or fines achievement as well. But for the purposes of this video, we're just going to drive straight onto the trailer. That usually results in a 25-cent fine, because we'll cover that achievement in another video. But once you press A on the post mown screen, and then press A on the contract results, sizes and everything will pop for you. For completing a career contract with a deck 50 centimeters smaller than recommended. And there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Another achievement down. If you have any questions or comments for me, as always, let me know down below. And I will see you guys next time.